but that kind of is what led me into more things, with the electric, because where we would make them happy, they'd also be unhappy because we're so darn loud. We're so darn stinky, but mainly loud. And they're sitting there, trying to work on the phone or school, something like that. But no, it is really cool. But I've been yapping a lot. So how about you for a minute?
Yeah, no, it's all good. I've enjoyed listening to you and learning from you.
Well, thanks.
So it's interesting. It's interesting to see hear the different linear pathways that you've taken throughout our lifetime. Interesting.
Yeah. Again, you never know what life will bring and what kind of stuff, is ahead. But I guess it's the reason why you don't give up hope.
Hmm.
Because, I mean, there's a lot of times that I was like, come on, God, what is this? Why am I doing this? You know, but everything has its reason. I had this company, room service, that I'd thought up and thought it was going to be, huge. I was going to be a millionaire. I just knew it because it was this idea kind of from the restaurant where we would deliver food from other restaurants. And cool idea. We'd just go and get from different places and stuff. And then we'd also, be like a courier kind of. We would do all sorts of, services for people. And so it was called room service, more than just a meal. I thought it was the coolest thing. And of course, this is way before any, again, Grubhubs or any of that stuff was around. But this was still back 2002. And the guy who was helping, he did all of the, like set up our website and all the coding and everything for it. And, I didn't know anything about that stuff really. I mean, I knew stuff around audio board, I knew stuff for Pro Tools, things like that. But when it came to coding, forget about it. And we had it all ready to launch, the site beautiful. And then he had Crohn's disease and he had a medication. He just had twins that he brought into this world. And they're beautiful, beautiful family and he's a beautiful guy. But he ended up taking his life. I think it was the medication, I still believe, that he got switched on and slit his wrist. And that was the end of it. And
That was dark.
that's, yeah, but I mean, again, that's just where, all this stuff. And then you're just like, you want to get mad at something, want to get mad at somebody. Can't get mad at him. He's gone. Can't get mad at his wife, his kids. I mean, no. So then your next thing is get mad at God. What does that do? Does nothing and definitely doesn't help. And so instead I had to get real with God and be like, okay, what am I supposed to be learning out of this? And later in life, I go back and I see how much I learned out of it. I didn't lose anything. And a lot of skills, techniques, whatever that I developed in doing that, I use today. And a lot of it was also not necessarily cold calling, but being able to go out and talk to customers and people like I did back then. And that was kind of a practice to get into it and realize that, hey, they're humans. They're just like you and I. You don't have to sell them anything. And with the business that we're doing right now, there's nothing we have to sell. It sells itself. I mean, the only thing we got to deal with is some of the people that are out there. Well, I say deal with it. Don't have to deal with it really. We just kind of laugh at it. But the people that are out there saying, "Oh, this doesn't work. There's no way you can make that work." Well, we prove that it does work.